Truman, you know what I've decided that I really don't care about?
What have you decided that you don't care about, Owen?
OBJ or D Hop anymore. Like, like I care a little bit, but I'm just ready to get it out of the news cycle. Everyone knows that once the Cardinals screw up as an organization and release D Hop, that he's gonna sign with the Chiefs, and everyone knows OBJ is not. Can we stop with the theatrics?
I don't
There's
think. I don't know if D Hop can sign with the Chiefs. I think it's almost better if the Chiefs get traded D Hop because then the Cardinals will eat some of that contract. I don't think the Chiefs can sign D Hop to a deal, just cap situation wise.
I I mean, well, listen, they're gonna sign him on the Juju deal. D Hop wants to win a ring. That's the
D
only
Hop
thing
does not want to play
separating.
for $10 million. OBJ wants to
But
play for
D
$10 million.
but D Hop also wants to be a Hall of Famer. And right now he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know what? You know what all first ballot Hall of Famers have? Except for linemen that are from the Browns that spend
Uh,
their entire career
I was
there.
about to say, what about Joe Thomas? Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, you have a
Everybody
Super Bowl
except for
ring?
him
You got a Super Bowl
rings.
ring? Or Dan Marino?
Because D Hop's already made. Here, let me look up. I'm gonna pull up the exact number just so I don't get it wrong here.
Oh, you're gonna pull up the exact number.
D Hop total NFL earnings.
I don't think it matters. It won't matter. Nothing's enough for these guys.
He's made over 110 mil already.
It won't matter. It won't matter.
I know it won't matter, but I think if listen, and this is just me being selfish. If I'm D Hop, I'm looking at my bank saying I'm set, my kids are set, my grandkids are set, my money's making money. It's time for me to get what I've deserved as a top 3 wide receiver in the game. It's time for me to get a ring.
Well, Owen, if one thing's for certain, it's a good thing you ain't DeAndre Hopkins. All right, folks, let's get it rolling. Welcome into Dahm. That's true. Here we go. Maybe. Man, I really thought that music was gonna play. Where the hell is that music played? Damn. Well, hold on. Let me, oh shit. Oh shit. Where the fuck is that coming through? Well, welcome in, everybody. Back to another episode yeah, welcome to everybody into Dahm. That's true. I really thought that shit was gonna play. I apologize for everybody. I don't know why it didn't play. We'll get you the music here soon. Again, hey, big shout out to Chandler ! Over there on
Big
Spotify. Whenever you guys get to hear the intro song, big shout out him. So, welcome everybody into Dahm. That's true. Of course, I'm your host with the most, Truman Steen, and of course, as always, I'm joined by the bomb, Owen Dahm. We are once again virtual. I'm still stuck in BFE, Kansas, but only for one more day. It's actually my last night here. I'm honestly kind of turned up. I ain't gonna lie to you. but yeah, we're having a grand old time here in BFE, Kansas. I'm drinking Crown peach sweet tea. It's really good. But yeah, and today on Dahm, That's True, we're gonna talk about a kind of a.
Are you live on Twitch right now?
No, I'm not live on Twitch. We're just recording this.
Okay.
That's right. Off Twitch.
You scared the shit out of me. I was like, damn, am I supposed to be in the Twitch chat?
No, nope. But
okay, you're just,
today we're actually going to talk. I think a conflict that a lot of Kansas City people have. We are going to talk about what's the difference between where do we draw the line on being a fair weather fan, and where we draw a line on being a bandwagon fan, and where is it, and at what point are you wasting time? Sometimes you're a bandwagon fan, and sometimes you're a fair weather fan. But also, where does that line get drawn when you're just fucking wasting your time?
Well, see, as a fan of this team right here above my head, which is the K-State Wildcats,
sure.
And these two teams over my shoulders,
sure,
the Tottenham Hotspur and the New York Islanders.
Oh, huge fans, huge fans.
There's a difference in between those sports. Well, the hockey and baseball are more like than Tottenham is and K-State. So, and here's why. I'll tell you why.
Okay. I'm interested to hear what you've got to say.
When I say that my team is bad, and I would say that Tottenham is currently bad.
All right.
Tottenham is currently in fourth place.
Yeah, they're still going to be in the Champions League if it were to end today.
We fucking drew to Everton today.
I saw that. I couldn't believe you guys blew that lead.
Dude, they were down. Yeah, so like I said, bad.
Right.
Okay,
Sure.
and then hockey, when your team sucks, is almost unwatchable, because what happens when your team sucks is you go down 3-0 in like the first or second period,
Yeah.
and your team scores no goals the whole season, and so when that happens, there's no chance of winning.
Hell, dude, that happens to good teams. I mean, I've watched this Islanders team that's gonna be fighting for a playoff spot do the same shit. So
Right, but baseball is different because baseball, when your team is bad, they do two things that are glaringly obvious,
okay,
and they do them terribly. They
okay,
can't pitch or they can't hit. And when your team sucks, they can't do either of those things. So right
right.
now, what happens is when the Royals face anybody that isn't a fourth or fifth rotation hitter, they're
Mm-hmm.
not hitting the fucking ball.
Yeah, they're terrible. It's it's what we like to refer to as a bad team.
Right. And it's not like the Royals haven't had opportunities to score on these good pitchers. They just every single time you have two men on base, it's always two strikeouts in a row or a double play. They have not had a hit this season with two men on.
Right.
Outside of well, they did today, but
Mm-hmm.
outside of the fourth and fifth rotation pitchers. So it's like it's good teams are doing what the Twins did to the Royals, and the Twins aren't even going to be a good team this year.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, hold on. Sorry, I'm playing the intro music as you're playing. So everybody just got really loud intro
Oh,
music.
also, and then speaking of the Royals,
Yes.
my hat.
Okay. Oh, so sick, so clean, so fresh.
That's the City Connects from last year.
Man. Our connection is getting worse as we go. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if it's your internet or my internet. I'd have to guess it's my internet, but
Mostly.
fair enough. So you kind of said so you would say that baseball and hockey, if your teams are bad, it's unwatchable. Is that fair? Is that a fair kind
Yeah,
of
it's almost unwatchable. I think that with football for K-State and basketball for K-State, even when your team is bad, you can still watch
right?
because of this. Generally, bad teams in basketball and bad teams in football just find ways to lose in terrible ways
Mm-hmm. Still got a
and
puncher's
are
chance typically, yeah.
yes, and are competitive for most of the game.
Unless you're
Hockey and
like a
baseball,
bad SEC team playing against Alabama and in
right.
college football, yeah.
But bad hockey and baseball teams, your team's bad the whole time. They do bad team things the entire game, and
Yes.
nothing ever looks even remotely good.
Yes, because I would say, in football, I mean, I guess you can say the same about hockey and baseball where your player could just hit a home run or just have a goal squirt through past the goalie.
Right.
But in football, like, I feel like it's a lot easier to just like bust a run every now and again. And you get 7 points and that feels huge,
Yeah.
because your 7 points can lead to the other team's got to take 7 minutes off the clock to go down and score. But when you're playing hockey, it's like that goal squirts through and you're like, hell yeah. And then that other team will go down there and score in 45 seconds, which is the most demoralizing thing in the world.
Yep.
So,
Not that we've ever seen that before.
yeah, no, never seen that.
Definitely not in person.
Oh my God. Dude.
And we definitely didn't get clowned by little kids, that's for sure.
We got fucking clowned by little kids in the city of St. Louis. St. Louis, so we were at the New York Islanders versus the St. Louis Blues. Me and Owen, obviously, we're known New York Islanders fans. Here, we'll switch to Owen's big screen. Hey, look, he's got the New York Islanders flag there in the back. There you go. But we went to St. Louis to go see the Islanders play. And St. Louis, I think, went up 5-0. Am I crazy?
Yeah, 5-0.
They went up 5-0 on the
They were
Islanders.
smacking us.
They were smacking us around, yes. And so I went, shit. We're down 5-0. It's like the third period. We've just been getting, dick slapped the whole game. And then
And as an aside, real quick, our whole section was actually really nice people. We were joking
Yes.
around because we were losing so bad, we were chirping ironically, and we really had a great peanut gallery behind us. They were loving all of our jokes. This dude
Yeah.
and his wife were laughing at literally every joke. It was awesome.
I think they bought us a beer eventually. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
But that being said, the Islanders are down 5-0 and they finally score. And we go fucking ballistic. We went insane. We fucking laughed. We were like, let's fucking go. We went insane. to go down 5-1. And in that time we were celebrating before, if you know about hockey, like it takes them like a minute or two to read out how they scored the goal. They'll say you
Number
can get like 2
18.
assists. It'll be like the assist of Owen to Truman to the goal of Aaron scores to put the Islanders up or down 5-1, you know.
Right.
They'll say that. Before they'd even announced that, like a minute after our goal, the Blues scored. The Blues scored in like 30 seconds. And there was kids in front of us that turned around and literally pointed at us. And we're like, in your face! In your face! And I was like, man, your parents need to teach you irony, empathy. Fucking, I wish we would have scored again so I could clown on those kids. And maybe that's what's wrong with me as a human being, honestly, is I wanted to
Well,
die for
hey,
those children.
I mean, and also something that was counting against us is there was no Islanders fans there. I mean,
No.
understandably so, but like even in when we went to Denver for the Avalanche Islanders game, there was way more Islanders fans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so
Mm-hmm.
I would say that like your average away game, right, in the NFL, your average away game is like 85-15. You'll have
Sure.
like 15% other teams fans. I say in hockey it's a little less. I'd say it's like 90-10 for
Maybe
opposing
even an
teams fans.
88-12.
Right. But this Blue Stadium, it was like 98-2. Like
Yes.
there were no Islanders fans. We saw like 4 in our immediate vicinity. It was crazy.
And this was also a bad Islanders team.
Yeah.
They were not going to
It,
playoffs like this current Islanders team.
right. Yeah, it was really bad and there was nobody there and so we get beat the fuck up in this stadium full of Blues fans and yeah, we got clowned pretty badly. But that
Right.
kind of ties into it. But that is different from baseball. Because
Sure.
baseball, even when it's an unwatchable TV product, the reason that it's an unwatchable TV product is because you can just turn that shit off.
You know, Owen, it's actually funny that you bring up unwatchable content. Because I want to actually thank our patrons over at patreon.com/open disaster. Guys, we really want to thank everybody for who's subscribing. Again, $1 a month will get you your name read out. If for some reason we've had the same patrons for like the last like since we've launched the patrons, we basically spawned with like 5 or 6 patrons. So if you do subscribe to the Patreon and I don't read your name out, please shoot me a text or something. Listen, we get the notifications, so I think I know if somebody had subscribed.
Yeah, we would
I'm
know.
gonna do one. I'm gonna do one check. I'm gonna do our tri-monthly check. We're actually down to 5 patrons. We actually
Yeah, I
lost.
was gonna say, imagine if we lost one.
We did lose one. Okay, so that means that our 5 patrons are actually big shout out to Meltbox Kansas City, Dylan, Skylar, Joe, and Aaron. Caro left.
We lost one live. We live lost a patron. we
Damn,
we
this shit.
shouted them out earlier tonight on Grub Buds. So
Oh my god. Fuck you, Picaro. Damn, all right. So hey guys, help subscribe to the
help, please.
Patreon. We really appreciate it. I promise it goes to feeding everybody. Honestly, that's where all the money goes right now is to Grub Buds. Grub Buds
Literally keeping the lights on.
is an expensive show to run. But yeah, shout out everybody who loves garbage content over there, unwatchable content, TV content. We really appreciate you over there. Patreon.com/open disaster. Thank you.
Really.
Again, $1 to get your name read, $5 to get bonus content. I assume Joe didn't post a bonus buds because I didn't remind him explicitly.
He said that he scheduled one.
Oh, damn, that's what I get for fucking clowning on Joe. Look at that. I got dunked on twice.
He said he said it should have posted at 8 a.m. today.
There you go. You're getting bonus buds. Congrats. Okay. Sorry, but keep on going with your point. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but baseball is a sport that going to the stadium will always be fun, no matter if your team is bad or not.
That's true.
And
I would say every
rules.
every sport, if your team is bad, it's still fun to go to the games.
Physically attend them.
Right. Yes.
And I think that's the point that we need to tie in here with being the difference in between not watching unwatchable sports and being a fair weather fan.
Right.
Us in the Royals community know very well the difference in between bandwagon fair weather fans and real fans. It's very simple. It's a very simple one word process.
One word.
If you're a fan of this show, a really old fan, an ancient fan, you'll know that
Not a
we've talked about
bandwagon
this.
fan, not a fair weather fan, but a fan of the show.
You'll know that we've talked about this before, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
word y'alls. People who say y'alls only watch the team when it's very good
Yep.
and can't name and don't know who Jordano Ventura is.
Mm.
That's for sure.
If you don't know who your Donna Ventura is, I don't respect you. Legitimately,
Yep.
just as a Kansas Cityan, if you don't understand who your Donna Ventura was, or what he means to the city, or what he means to this team, then we can't talk. We can't be friends. We can't. I mean,
Yep.
man, won a World Series. Man, pitched his heart out in Game 6 of the World Series in 2014.
Yeah.
Had an
Clutched
incredible
up,
game,
went crazy.
incredible performance. Died
Was
tragic.
gonna be our ace. We
Was going to
wouldn't
be our ace. Ace
probably
Ventura.
would have even had Zach Greinke back on the team, to be honest.
Zach Greinke is Zach Greinke our ace? Is that what we're saying
Yeah,
right now?
he was our opening day pitcher. He's good. He was good too.
Yeah, Zach Greinke's good for about 5 innings. Sixth inning can always be a little sketch. Seventh inning will almost always be bad.
Well, the Royals team is good, and that's exactly kind of pitcher we need. But our team sucks. So
It's true. All right. Okay, back to fair weather fans. Again, this is gonna be a quick little episode here. I would say I'm gonna be real honest. This is an episode to be real honest, right?
yep.
Um, last year I did not watch K-State basketball much.
Nope, me neither.
Does that? But at the same time, it was a fucking like 10-22 team. They were
Right.
awful.
I could name most of the players. I watched interviews with the players. I knew who the players were. But the second our team started being terrible, I turned the shit off.
Yes.
I'm not gonna watch us get obliterated by Baylor if I know that we have no chance. I watched every minute of the games that we were competitive in. So I watched every minute of both KU games.
Mm-hmm.
And not every minute, excuse me. I watched every minute of the home game, the one where we fucking blew it, and I watched a half of the game at Allen Fieldhouse,
Sure.
and I watched a couple halves other than that because we would get a lead and then we would start blowing it and then we would really blow it. I'd be like, oh, okay, it's over. I've seen this before. We're not going to win this game. And then we wouldn't. There were zero times when someone said, oh, I turned it back on. They had a comeback. No, that team was terrible.
That team was terrible, and I guess that's the point. That's the question here. Is that I think in sports we become so worried about becoming a bandwagon fan.
Right.
For example, like when Mahomes like first posted on the scene, I went to on the scene. Sorry, not the scene. Who am I?
Yeah.
I guess it was actually his second year. I went to Chicago in 2019. With my girlfriend to a Chiefs game. They were playing the Bears, and somebody asked me. They said, "Name," like I was wearing a Eric Berry jersey, which is a weird person to approach. And
Someone asked you wearing an Eric Berry jersey to name players.
they said, "Name one player other than Travis Kelce or Patrick Mahomes." And so I turned to him. I said, "How about the long snapper, James Winchester?" And he shut the fuck up. You know. I said, "Bro, I'm wearing an Eric Berry jersey, dude. What do you mean? Why are you coming up to me, approaching me? Don't approach one. Okay, and let's cover this now. Even if you think someone is a bandwagon fan, don't approach them. Like, don't be weird, man. You are not a player. They are not supporting. They're not trying to tell you what to do. You know.
Yeah.
If I was Patrick Mahomes, and an obvious bandwagon fan was telling me how to play the game of football, I'd say, name the long snapper. You know, maybe. But as another fan, what the fuck? Who cares? You want your team to be popular. If your team is popular, it means it's good.
Right.
Stop gatekeeping weird stuff. Just let people enjoy what they enjoy, even if they didn't enjoy them when they were bad.
Well, right, and then one thing that goes along with being a bandwagon fan, yeah, everyone likes to feel like everyone wants to have their own level of knowledge, and people can be super fans about things they really like, right? So, like, I like to watch sports, and I like to play video games, and the video games that I do play, I like to read up on the story of them because it's a hobby that I enjoy. But at the same time, there's been movies that I enjoy, and I can't name the secondary characters. I can barely name some of the main characters of some of of some of the movies that I enjoy. I can't even name the actors of some of them.
I mean,
And
I love Train to Busan, and I can't name any of the characters.
yeah, well, I don't know what it is.
Sorry, I'll just.
I don't.
Owen hates that I haven't watched Train to Busan.
Yeah, you're a
That's a
coward.
little inside joke
But
for you guys.
but like I was thinking about it. Like there's TV shows that like I could barely name that I love that I can barely name some of the characters, some important characters. Like I was
Mhm.
thinking, Truman, The Walking Dead, the old guy with the gun on top of the RV in like seasons 1, 2, and 3. That was an important character. I don't remember his name.
Never seen Walking Dead, so that's me
Woo.
neither. But
But that means that my point is that
yeah,
everyone has a different level of fandom that they like.
hmm
And if they like the same team as you, there's no reason for you to belittle somebody.
no,
Except if they're, opposing team fans, then that's fine.
yeah, no, it's also silly. I don't stop. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a Bears fan giving me a hard time about it, but I don't know. Like it's the same. I guess I'm throwing stones from glass houses because at the same time, if I ever have like one of my buddies from high school, we all went to high school in Kansas City, Missouri, and none of them went to like Mizzou or KU. But
Right.
sometimes when we're playing like KU or Mizzou, one of them will try to talk shit to me, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I do get on my high horse just a little bit. When it's college sports are different because I paid money to Kansas State. I supported Kansas State University.
Yep.
You grew up in Missouri, have never lived in Kansas in your life, and are a KU supporter. Do not talk shit to me. Do not assume we are on the same level where you can say, like I don't is it weird that I'm elitist about that? Is that elitist? I don't know.
I a little bit. I mean, one of the biggest K State fans I know is technically a T-shirt fan.
I mean, you can be huge K State fans, but at the same time, I think there's a level of like shit talking that in college
Oh, I mean,
sports, it's like
what
if you
it's
ain't
kind of
go to
like
school, don't talk to me.
it's kind of like the argument like you shouldn't call penalties like that with 2 minutes left because you're giving the referee the opportunity to blow the whistle. If you're talking shit on my team only with college sports and you didn't go to that school, you're giving me the opportunity to clown you as a T-shirt fan.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
But
So
you're only you only dunk on somebody that they're a T-shirt fan. Like it needs to be used in a way that's like you didn't know this, your team's bad, and you're a T-shirt fan. It can't just be only you're a T-shirt fan.
hmm so I guess that's where we run into the weird. So above all else, let's start here, right?
Yeah.
What level of fan you are doesn't matter.
Yeah.
There is no reason that somebody is above you, and there's no reason that somebody's below you.
Patrick
We're
Mahomes
all
still doesn't know you, bro.
right. Nobody knows who we are. Technically at K State, I might have eaten lunch with a couple offensive linemen, so maybe that brings me, a step up. But they might have known my name at some point. Dalton Reisner, has maybe forgotten my name, but hey, we had Pizza Ranch together, and that's a bond that you can't break. But
Pizza Ranch, everyone knows that.
yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, it doesn't, does that make me a better fan than Owen of K State? Yeah, of course. But but no, it doesn't make me a better fan of K State than Owen. And there could be guys that never step foot in Manhattan, Kansas, never step foot in Kansas, never step foot in the U.S. that are bigger fans of K State than me. The Royals run, hell, you remember Sung Woo? Huge Sung Woo fan.
Oh,
right?
I still follow Sungwoo.
I still follow Sung Woo as well. He retweets Royal stuff to this day. Good for him. Even some Chiefs stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Do you follow Taiwan Chiefs fan?
No, I don't.
That's another guy.
But I follow Arrowhead abroad. You follow Arrowhead abroad?
Oh, Arrowhead's abroad's a great follow.
It's a great follow. So, all that to be said, I guess it's all one.
Stop gatekeeping fandoms. Don't be weird.
Stop gatekeeping fandoms. I think is going to be the thesis statement of this episode. Don't gatekeep fandoms. It's weird to do it, and nobody cares what your relation to it is. Although I still, listen. I love an opportunity to dunk on my Joko friends. I ain't gonna lie to you. Listen, one of us are from Kansas City, and one of us are from fucking Olathe. So don't fucking talk shit to me, huh? One of us grew up 4 minutes from the stadiums, and I lived in a shitty town. and one of us lived in the suburbs and got to be rich instead. So you think about that.
As our great professor Mohammed Al Hamdi would say, trade off.
Trade off. Yes, there's as such as trade off.
Trade
Yes,
offs.
yes.
Yes,
Trade
that's it.
offs. Trade offs. Yes. Trade off. Yes. Okay.
You didn't say you didn't have the students answer enough times.
I
The
can't. I
students got to
can't roll
answer
my
like
R's. He
the
also rolled
student
his R's.
the student's got to answer like 5 times, and then he finally says, "Yes, that's it."
Trade off. Trade off. Trade off.
Trade off. Trade off. Trade
Trade
off.
off.
Yes, that's it.
Can you roll the R's? Roll the R. Roll the R with trade off.
Oh, trade off.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. I can't trade off. Yeah, see, I can't do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
right.
All that being said, there is a difference between a bandwagon fan and a real fan. And being a bandwagon fan, I still think is kind of cringe. I still think that you should support your team when it's a watchable product. But here's the thing: supporting your team might just be following the scores because it's so frustrating to actually watch the product. But that being
Yes.
said, even when your team is shit, going to the game will always be a good experience.
Yes.
No
And do
one,
not
I don't think
feel.
I've ever had a bad experience in a stadium. Even at the Blues, when the Islanders got destroyed, it was still fun. The atmosphere was fun, and the Blues put on a good show.
And if you're somebody who's making somebody feel shitty about being a bandwagon or a fair weather fan, stop. Stop.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody is there to enjoy the product. We are all there to have fun. Stop ruining
Yep.
experiences for people. All right.
And once again, like we said earlier in the show, you should like it if your team has bandwagons. That means your team is so good that people want to be a fan of your team.
It's true. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna about do it for us. But we do all as always like to do a nice little top 5 here at the end.
Ooh.
Owen, you sent me one.
Yep. I did.
I hope you have it ready. Do you have it ready?
Absolutely.
All right, I've got to pull it up. Owen honestly sent me this, and I'll be honest with you guys. I didn't watch a ton of this, but Owen sent me the best Cartoon Network shows of all time.
Your top 5 Cartoon Network shows of all time. And I made sure to say this: no honorable mentions, because honestly, I think a list of around 10 with honorable mentions is more fair. But I wanted to make it excruciatingly painful and hard. So
I'm actually
yeah,
looking
Cartoon
at the
Network
list.
only.
I mean, this is kind of crazy about this. Where the fuck? Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking at BuzzFeed's top 31 Cartoon Network shows.
Oh jeez.
I have an issue because, oh my god. Okay,
Hold on, let me look at this list. Let me pull it up. I'll look it up.
dude, I'll send. I can send this to you.
Yeah, link it. Just link it. Link it.
I'll
Is
send
it
it to you.
offensive?
I'm gonna send it to you on my phone. It personally, my number 1 is maybe number 30 on this. So,
Okay.
I mean, come on, dude. What are we doing?
All right, let me see this.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, number 30?
Yes, all the way at the bottom.
Oh my! What the fuck?
Right.
That's
right.
terrible.
Insane
The
behavior.
one immediately above it, two spots above it is ridiculous.
Let me see
At
what you're
spot 28.
Yeah, it's ridiculous that it's that low or that high.
That
That
show
it's
is
above.
over at number 30.
I mean, hell, even the one above it. What are we doing?
There's
Okay.
a lot of wow.
All right, I'm willing to go first. I think your list is going to be better than mine. Full disclosure, I was just not a big TV or video games kid. I was
Okay.
back in my day, we used to go outside, kinda guy.
Yeah.
But
What the fuck? Number 13? I'm gonna jump off a bridge. In game.
well, now I gotta pull it out. Apparently that can't get you out of trouble anymore. That's what it is.
Oh really?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I don't know some of these shows, man.
Okay, all right. All that being said, I'll go top 5 first.
Yeah.
You ready? All right,
Yeah, hold
number
on,
5.
Let me place
No honorable
one of my
mentions.
shows.
No honorable mentions.
But what did I have here? Hold on. Oh, I got it. Okay. No honorable mentions.
No honorable mentions. Man, does leave out a couple good ones.
I tried to kind of combine eras on mine.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I've got it across a couple different eras. Number 5, Adventure Time. This is where I'll put Adventure Time. I didn't love Adventure Time. I didn't get super into Adventure Time. But number 5 is Adventure Time for me, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, again, a show that I watched a little bit but didn't watch a ton, but it's iconic. It has to be on there. I'm really hoping it'll be our Halloween costumes, even though it seems Owen and Joe are already starting to kind of freestyle on it, even though we're 6 months away. They already kind of
Yeah.
backed out. We all agreed on it, and then all of a sudden it was no longer the thing. But
Mm-hmm.
Powerpuff Girls, number 4.
Ooh. Ooh.
I wanted to do Puff Powerpuff Girls for Buff Powerpuff Girls for Halloween, and you guys were immediately like, "Nah, I have an anime character I want to play." Say it. Who did you want to be, Owen?
I wanted to be an anime character.
Who do you want to be for Halloween right now?
But I don't fucking know.
You had already told me that you were like, I'm not doing Buff Powerpuff Girl because I'm doing this person.
I don't remember.
All right, well we're back in for Buff Powerpuff Girls. That's good.
Can we just do the rowdy tough boys? That's literally characters from the show.
No. Me, you, and Joe are doing Buff Powerpuff Girls because it'd be funny to wear like tube tops and be like muscly, hairy guys.
Yeah, I know, but what about the fake ones from that one time they had like the prisoners that they dressed up as the Powerpuff Girls, like give them a bad name. Like
What
the
was it?
villain like broke. The
What was
villain
the
like
name of him?
broke. The villains like broke out of these prisoners out of jail. These giant buff dudes, and they went around doing crimes dressed like the Powerpuff Girls.
Is that not what we're doing? Is that not? Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Oh, okay, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, we'll just wear dresses. Yeah, absolutely. Very funny.
all
Yes.
right, all right.
Okay, sorry. Powerpuff Girls, number 4. Number 3, Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids. I don't know if this hit for
Ooh.
everybody, but
No, that was fire.
a good old classic. It is hot in Topeka. Yeah, big fan, especially being this close to Topeka.
Wait, they said Topeka
Yeah,
in the show.
yeah. It was like they were like bored one day, and they were like, "It is hot in Topeka," because they were watching like they were watching like the weather, and they were like, "It's gonna be hot in Topeka today," and they were like, "It is hot in Topeka." So there you go.
Fair enough.
Enough times for you guys. Comedy comes in threes, everybody. Okay, number 2, Dexter's Laboratory. Yes,
Oh fuck, dude.
mostly just so I could say that word, laboratory.
Laboratory.
Yes, DD. But
DD.
DD. Yes. So I really liked. I mean, Dexter's was fun. You know, it's a funny, ridiculous show. They all get into funny hijinks. Not much else to say. And number 1. Oh, and you had to have known this was coming from me. This is the only show.
Yeah.
Actually, this is one of the few shows, especially cartoon kids shows that I've really teens, I would say, shows for this one.
Yeah. This is
That
teens for
I've
us, yeah.
binged as an adult.
Yeah.
I binged this while I was actually in Colorado for an internship.
Yeah.
Give me number 1 Cartoon
I know where
Network
you're
show
going.
of all time, and this is gonna get some flack. Oh, Regular Show.
Yeah.
I love Regular Show. Regular Show is so
Nice.
funny. It's got funny adult themes at times.
You watch it and it's still funny to this day.
It's still
Like,
funny. It holds up. Every scene holds up. Not every. I mean, you know, there's dumb bits, but
Of course.
you guys are fans of this show. You guys are obviously watching this show. You're one of the 6 people that watch this show. You
5
have to
now.
love dumb bits. So,
We went down to 5, Truman.
oh, brutal, brutal. All right. Well, so speaking of 5, my top 5. Number 5, Adventure Time. Number 4, Powerpuff Girls. Number 3, Foster Home for Imaginary Friends. Number 2, Dexter Laboratory. And number 1, Regular Show.
What if I told you, Truman, that we only have one show in common on this top 5?
I would believe it. Again, I'm not a huge cartoon guy.
Yeah. And like I said, it's brutal.
It's cutthroat.
I'd much rather do a top 30 because I could probably do 30.
Well, after reading
if
this
we could-
fucking BuzzFeed list,
we could
having
both
Regular
at least
Show
do
at number
15.
30, we can fucking throw
Insane.
hands.
Regular show at 30 is insane.
I want to read their synopsis. Hold on. Let's read their synopsis for Regular Show.
Okay, let's read it. I want to know.
One of the Cartoon Network shows that toyed the line between being for kids and being for adults. Thank you. Regular Show became a fast favorite amongst teens who appreciated the inappropriate humor that flew over the heads of its younger viewers, including a joke about big balls that its writer Calvin Wong admitted to being ashamed of writing. The show followed friends Rigby and Mordecai, apathetic young adults who work as groundskeepers at a local park and often find themselves in situations that would be simple enough to overcome. Until something magical or supernatural makes it difficult, thus turning a boring day to an extensive misadventure. Ripe with innuendos galore and some of the strangest characters Cartoon Network has ever seen, regular show is the kind of show you never get tired of revisiting, especially when you just need a cheap laugh. I feel like they're underselling, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, regular show's fire. I completely agree. However, here's
Okay.
my top five. Ready?
Here's the top 5. All right, I'm ready.
Truman, one that you left off. Can't believe you left off. Is my number five. Scooby Doo. Come on, man.
I did see that on the list. Probably could have put it over
It's
Adventure
freaking
Time.
like 80 years old, and they're still trying to find ways to incorporate it.
The craziest part is there's that many Scooby Doo episodes like on, and like you watch that many. That show like of like the original Scooby Doo only ran for like 2 seasons.
Yeah.
It ran from
I
like
know.
1969 to like 1971, and it's the same with like Jimmy Neutron. You like
Right.
you think of Jimmy
Jimmy Neutron, 3
Neutron
seasons.
so fondly, and 2 seasons, 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, but then of course they had What's New Scooby Doo, which was like 71 to whatever. But
Yeah, and then they had a pup named Scooby Doo, which is a
we don't
banger
talk
as well.
about that.
You don't like
talk
pup
about
named
that.
Scooby Doo?
No. Get
Listen,
Scrappy's ass out of here. Get him out.
I don't
of here.
think Scrappy Doo was in a pup named Scooby Doo, was he?
Well, either way, it's trash. Number 4, Codenamed Kids Next Door, baby.
Okay.
K&D. I watch a lot of K&D. By the way, the voice actor for number 4 is the same as the voice actor for the clones in Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Fair enough.
Number 4. Shout out number 3, but I mean shout out number 5.
Sure,
Number
dude.
5 was one of my favorite numbers.
Sure.
Number 3, Truman, Samurai Jack.
See, okay, I never watched Samurai
Flames.
Jack. I've heard a lot of
Fire.
people love Samurai Jack. They're very excited when it came back.
So,
I'm not Samurai
It's
Jack.
very I'd say it was very avant-garde. There was some episodes with no dialogue at all.
Weird. Okay.
Like literally no dialogue.
Okay.
Just,
Sure.
action scenes and stuff.
Sure.
But it's got the old Cartoon Network, like, when someone's peeking over something, it's like,
Yeah.
like it just
That's a classic.
reminds it just nostalgia. When McLean was in her early high school, in order to make him spend time with me, I was forcing him to watch some Samurai Jack with me, and he said it was really good.
Not to dox
So,
your
I'm
brother,
really
but
good.
man's just barely in late high school at this point. So you could have
Yeah.
just said a couple years ago.
Either way,
You lived at home.
yeah. So Samurai Jack number 3. I watched a lot of Samurai Jack. I'm still trying to finish it. I have like a couple more seasons.
Sure.
Number 2, Truman. I cannot believe you left this one off. Teen Titans.
It's fine.
You didn't watch
Um,
Teen Titans?
I'm a Marvel guy, man. I'm not a DC guy. But it is funny, but it's just not my.
But Teen Titans was a serious show. Teen Titans was like serious. They had like related to like mental health and.
I
it was
guess I'm
more of a
thinking of
serious
Teen
show.
Titans Go, which is a lot.
Yes,
funnier.
Teen Titans Go is more of a joke.
But
That's
it's
more
pretty
for
funny.
the younger generation.
I'd rather
Yeah.
watch Teen Titans Go personally. Maybe that's
And
maybe
Truman,
that's the
my
difference
number
between me and
one-
you.
Yeah, I mean Teen Titans Go is funny. I've watched a couple episodes. Like their movie where they create Batman and they shove Robin's parents in the alley. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I mean, this shoved Batman's parents in the alley. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But number 1, Truman. This might be controversial, but it's a regular show.
We're
Come
really
on,
gonna match.
baby.
We're gonna match on number one. Number one
Yes,
Cartoon
sir.
Network show.
Regular show's so good. Like I can. There's 3 shows that I'll accept arguments for number 1.
Mhm.
That's Gumball, it's Adventure Time, and regular show. I don't
Yep.
think.
Yep.
I don't. And if you're an older person, I'll accept arguments for Scooby Doo. But
Yeah,
That's
if you're
about
like my dad, yeah, sure.
yeah, sure. But yeah, regular show, Gumball, and Adventure Time. Only ones I'll accept number 1 overall arguments for.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're all progressive in their own way.
I think
And
they all
really-
define eras. I think
Yeah,
Adventure
absolutely.
Time led into handed the torch off to regular show.
Yeah.
And I think Scooby Doo was just like before, and Chowder is like after regular show.
Yeah. Shadow's before regular show.
Yeah.
Shadow
Oh,
was
was
on
it?
when we were in middle school. Yeah.
Okay. I will say we did leave off.
The moon.
People will be upset about leaving off Courage. Courage is spooky little show.
Courage was scary as a kid, dude. I mean, it's still good, but it just didn't make my top 5. There's
Yeah.
so many good Cartoon Network shows from when we were kids, man.
That's fair.
I was disappointed to see that Recess was not a Cartoon Network show. Truman, I actually almost
Oh, that's a
had
Disney show. That's
yeah,
sneaky. That's a sneaky little Disney
Recess is
show.
Disney. I
Yeah.
also almost had Jackie Chan Adventures on my top 5. That was a great show. It was just Jackie Chan being a dork as younger Jackie Chan. So
Interesting. Okay.
I love me some Jackie Chan, man.
Fair enough. Well, hey,
Hey Jackie.
while we appreciate all these Cartoon Network shows, we especially appreciate everybody who stuck it out until this long in the episode. Again, short
Thank you.
episodes, kind of short form content. Me and Owen will be back in person next week, and that'll help.
Yep.
We'll have more kind of coherent ideas here. But we do appreciate everybody for hanging out. We appreciate you for being here. You want to check out Owen's stuff, Domination7 or Owen Gosh Dominant on Twitter. Yes, Owen?
Yes. Domination 7 and Owen Gosh Dominant on Twitter.
For sure. Absolutely. And then you want to check me out, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, wherever you want to find me. Steam Machine, SteeHnMachine. If you guys are listening on Spotify, you're like, man, I wonder what they look like. Head over to YouTube, Open Disaster Productions on YouTube. We post Dumb That's True. We post Grub Buds, and we post Two Fat Guys and a Dream, health podcast I do with my father. But we're having a lot of fun. I think that's it. Owen, is that it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much else. Just, support your local food banks. Try to support your local Royals team. They're really going to need it. They're going to be ass. Just remember that going to the games is always fun, and that if your friends ever invite you and you don't go because your team's bad,
You're lame.
I don't trust you as a person.
Who cares?
It's
Go
a fun
have
event,
fun
man.
with your
Come on.
friends outside. It's a reason to drink in the afternoon.
You're not going inside till the third inning anyway.
Yeah, we're not. We're not right now. We're
We're
going to be
not.
playing beer die in the parking lot.
Absolutely. We're
But
putting
alright.
our foot down this time, Truman. We're not doing this like the Savannah Bananas game. Where we went there with the first inning of Savannah Bananas.
Well, the Savannah Bananas is different than the Royals.
Yeah, it's more of a show.
Well, but the issue is that we're going for the K-State day at the K, and you've got to get your jersey
Oh
within
shit,
a
that's
certain
right.
time.
That's right. Damn, that's true.
We're going
We
to put
gotta
our
get there
foot down
early.
about getting there 2 hours early
Yeah.
on a Sunday. We're going to get there at fucking 10 a.m. to play beer die on a Sunday.
Yeah. I mean,
We're going to be eating breakfast in the Kaufman parking lot. So, all right. Hey, we appreciate everybody for being here. We appreciate, we also appreciate Chandler. Exclamation point on Spotify for the intro, outro song. You guys are going to hear it now. But hey, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out. We appreciate seeing you guys. And we'll see you guys back in normal person next week. But that's been it. I've been Truman Steam Machine. That's been Owen Domination. Owen the Bomb. Domination 7. We'll see you guys in next week. Peace.